So I get asked this a lot, and I wanted to show you how I take all of my own cosplay photos. Just a disclaimer, I am not a pro. I'm just a hobbyist. I've liked taking photos for as long as I can remember, and it's just something that I really like being able to do. I like having the control over taking my own photos and making sure that I get everything exactly how I want it. I also don't have to pay anyone to do it, which is really nice. Firstly, let's talk cameras. You can honestly use any camera as long as you know that you can take good photos with it and you understand how to use the camera to get the best quality out of it. Use any camera. You can use your phone, you can use a fancy little point and shoot, doesn't matter. I personally really wanted to originally take photos of hummingbirds, so I wanted something that would capture stuff that was moving very quickly. So I splurged after having worked with a lot of different DSLR cameras at work, and I got myself a Canon Rebel T6. I worked with the T5s at work for about 3 years and I really enjoyed it, but I wanted to make sure that I could get a camera that would connect either to my phone or have a remote that I could use that worked really well so I could take all of my own photos. The T5 didn't really have that, and the remote that came with it was really kind of faulty at times, so I didn't want to invest in that, and I wanted to get a better camera. The T6 connects directly to my phone, which is really nice. I can see everything that is in the frame of the shot. I can also choose the focus point, so if I want to focus away from me to create like a really cool blurred image, I can do that. If I want to focus on like my arm instead of my face for some reason, I can do that. There's a lot more flexibility and freedom because I have that touch screen capability. For video, I use a Sony Alpha A6400. Again, I worked with one at work because they got one for me in order to make YouTube videos. It's what I'm using right now to actually film this. It was expensive. I totally did not need it, but you know, I wanted it. I use it to film everything from my TikToks to my YouTube videos to just everything that I post on Patreon as well. I really like having it. I love the motion capture of it, how it doesn't blur when I move around, how I could leave the frame and come back and it's going to autofocus on me. And I love the fact that it has the flip up screen as well so that I can see what I'm doing on the screen. I also have a heavy duty tripod, and I totally recommend having one of these because the original tripod that I had for my cameras got destroyed pretty quickly. And I'm pretty careful with my stuff, but just traipsing through the woods and going on hikes while carrying stuff around, I completely smashed one of the legs and it got stuck in a tree. So I recommend spending about $30 and getting a nicer tripod. Because of my own camera, I'm able to shoot basically whenever I want, which is really convenient for me with my work schedule. If I just really get hit with inspiration, I might shoot 3 to 4 cosplays in a day or two. But there may also be times where I can go 2 to 3 weeks without shooting a single thing. I love posting photos, and because of how many photos that I kind of have built up because of having those sudden bursts of inspiration, I'm never at a point where I feel like I need to take cosplay photos in order to post online or for anything like that, because I always have a really good library of photos. I typically take about 80 to 300 photos per shoot, depending on what cosplay I'm in, the inspiration, etc., etc. And honestly, out of that, I may only get between 2 to 6 photos that I actually really want to post, and even with that, I may only post 2, and that's okay. Sometimes I even go back and look at older shoots and I realize there are photos there that I didn't know that I would like as much as I do. And again, that's another thing that I really like about self-shooting is that I don't have a photographer that's choosing a select number of photos for me to have. I can choose any of the photos I want whenever I want, and I can edit them when I have time. I'm not waiting for someone else to do it. It's all on me, and it's relaxing for me to do it, so I really do enjoy that. I hope this helps. I know that this was kind of all over the place, but this is just kind of my crazy chaotic method of how I take cosplay photos and why I like taking my own cosplay photos. I will at some point probably hire a photographer for like certain cosplays that are a lot harder for me to take photos of. Ones where I can't easily access my fingers, but otherwise I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing because I really like to have the control over it and be able to like really make sure that I get the photos that I like. And also, I like not having to pay people because I don't even know how much cosplay shoots cost. I've seen some prices. They scare me a little because I'm broke. Probably because I'm broke because I bought 2 cameras. But I know I've gotten more than my money's worth on these cameras because, like, not only do I do it for cosplay, like, I also take photos of my family and my pets and, like, birds outside. So it's more than just having stuff for cosplay. It's having stuff that you can use daily if you're really interested in photography. So as always, if you have any questions, leave them down below. Otherwise, I will see you all next time.